We are here again on Wilshire Boulevard at the Petersen Automotive Museum. Now today we're actually here for a centenary celebration. That's right, 100 years of Mercedes-Benz since Daimler merged with it in 1926. Now, there are about 40 cars, a good number of them are homologated race cars, but the main attraction is going to be the W154 Silver Arrow. You don't necessarily see these outside of things like Bonhams or, Concours Elegance. So we're in for a real treat, and we're gonna get a first-hand peek of it. Stick around. Before we walk in, we're actually going to take just a little bit of an exterior shot to show you how beautiful Petersen Museum is if you've never been here. It's been exactly a century since the legendary merger of Daimler and Benz happened in 1926, which brought in the official modern era of Mercedes-Benz. The exhibit here, which is called World Class, 100 Years of Mercedes-Benz, is really no short of world class. We've got about 40 vehicles here that really define the Beste ethos of Mercedes-Benz. And you're gonna see just how non-linear their path to where they are today has been, starting with pre-war dominance to post-war modern day DTM and Group C racing dominance. We're going to show you firsthand some of the best here. So let's take a look at some of the heavy hitters. You really can't talk about Mercedes's heritage and dominance without talking about their pre-war dominance. So sitting right here is the 1938 540K Autobahn Cluria, which is just a 100% masterpiece. Believe it or not, this was built for high-speed cruising back in the 30s, well, late 30s, early 40s. Mercedes has always had aerodynamics as, one of the forefronts of their manufacturing processes. Look how insanely just gorgeous this is. The 540K just feels so executive. Look at the wheel covers here. They actually got locks on them too. Next, we're going to talk about a little bit of history, particularly Hollywood history. See, right here you have the 1956 300 SC Cabriolet. Originally owned by Clark Gable. Just a little bit over this way, that is actually a 1964 230 SL Pagoda. And if you don't know, this one was actually owned by Walt Disney himself. These cars basically prove that you can have a sports car and have it be refined and safe enough and comfortable enough to drive to have as a daily driver. All right, next up we've got the 1954 300 SL prototype. Before the Goldwing became the ultimate blue chip collector car, it was actually meant for competition. The discipline of this car primarily focused in its engineering, particularly in the racing segment. So it became really a gold standard for every sports car that followed it right after that. For what it's worth, Mercedes-Benz in racing has obviously been around for a long time, but the SL is the father of SLS, as you know. And the design cues are obviously there, and they're obviously quite prominent in both vehicles. Silver is Mercedes' color. It's a racing color. Stunning car. There's one car in this 40-car exhibit that just embodies just how brilliantly terrifying Group C racing is. It's this car right here. This is the Mercedes-Benz Sauber Mercedes C9. If you want to know why this car is such an insane car, for what it's worth, and why Group C racing is so insane, just take a look at this thing. I mean, aerodynamically, it's practically perfect. Long sweep here on the side, super long sweeps on the sides, and then it terminates into this big old wing, which ironically logo actually looks like it's a cut-off STI logo. This wing is massive, obviously holds a lot of downforce. This car comes with the, I believe, the N119. It was clocked at 720 horsepower, but for qualifying, I think they bumped this up to 800. This is just to show you that they weren't messing around. Mercedes really wanted to win group racing again, and it really shows with this 5-liter twin-turbo V8. The C9 didn't just win 24 Hours Le Mans, it took first and second place. One of the things that's really awesome about this car, and one of the things that no one can ever take away from it, it's its feet on the Mulsanne straight. This car ran 248 miles per hour. Literally is a time traveler. There's no way anything can move that fast without actually breaking some sort of barrier. But look at how low it is. It is extremely low. Center of gravity is not a problem for this car, obviously. It's really a masterpiece. One of my favorite cars. And we can't talk about the C9 or the C112 without talking about the W154 Grand Prix Silver Arrow. Let's rewind just a little bit. Time before wind tunnels, computer simulations, CAD drawings, all this stuff. You just had manual work to sculpt this thing. 3 liters of supercharged V12. It sounds really fast, but to be honest, it made maybe like about 470 horsepower. Talk about 470 horsepower in an 1,800 pound chassis and really small, skinny tires. And this thing can be quite terrifying, of course. Stuttgart's engineers, they did something brilliant. They offset the drive shaft, and what this did was allow the driver to sit alongside it rather than on top of it. Well, they were able to drop the center of the gravity and made the W154 way lower than it actually seems. You can honestly see, just with exhaust almost basically hitting the ground here, just how low this vehicle really truly is. This is the same model that Rudolf Caracciola piloted to dominate the 1938 European Championships. I would love to one day drive one of these. Those are just a few of the vehicles out of the 100 years worth of vehicles that are in the Petersen exhibit here. If you're an MB enthusiast, AMG enthusiast, Daimler, Benz enthusiast, please come to the world-class 100 years of Mercedes-Benz exhibit here at the Petersen Museum in Los Angeles, California, because it is worth being able to take a look at pure legacy, pure history, just short of touching it, in your midst, that you probably wouldn't be able to do just any other time in your life. So definitely check it out, and yeah, you won't be disappointed.